What is the meaning of global production? Before we know the meaning of global production, I would like to explain what is global and what is production. Global means the entire world or worldwide, while production is the action of making or manufacturing component or raw material. So, when we take these two sentences into one, global production is the action of making or manufacturing component or raw material by worldwide scale. And the example of the global production is clothing and textile.
This is about outsourcing. What is outsourcing? It is a process of hiring a third party to perform services and create goods on behalf of a company. For example, if you are creating a video and you are not familiar at video editing, you can outsource this operation. But there are also many operations can be outsourced, such as human resource, customer service, marketing, supply chain management, facility management, research, accounting, design, infrastructure, and so on. Why the company choose for outsourcing? Well, companies often outsource as a way to reduce costs, improve efficiency, and flexibility in operations. Besides that, companies often decide to outsource the supporting function within their business so they can focus their resources more specifically on their core competency, thereby helping them gain competitive advantage in the market. There's a few large companies use outsourcing such as Google, Cisco Systems, Microsoft, American Express, and WhatsApp. Well, why they choose for outsourcing? The pro of outsourcing, they don't have to hire more employees, and it is a lower labor cost, and they can access to a larger talent pool. And a con of outsourcing includes lack of control, communication issue, quality problems.
Should a firm outsource productions? There is truly no single explanation on this, but it depends on the setting and needs of the company. There are some conditions when a firm should outsource their productions. The first condition is when a firm wants to lower costs. Lowering costs is one of the top benefits to outsource. Outsourcing allows companies to focus on what matters by reinvesting dollars where they will make the most impact. These costs include the package, operations, and maintenance of the facilities and equipment necessary to mass produce with precision and speed. The second condition is when a firm is growing fast. Growing fast brings a certain set of challenges, and many organizations find that this is when they need help from a third party. Once again, now is the time to outsource. The third condition is when a firm wants to focus on business critical. Third party can allow firm to focus on their main offering, scale their operations, produce extra service, products, and acquire more business. By spending time and resource on attracting, hiring, training, and retaining employees in areas beyond the firm's primary capabilities, firms are wasting resources which may be better spent on business critical tasks. Outsourcing may be the best option in this instance. Many businesses outsource their back offices, accounting, digital marketing, customer support, and other functions so they can focus on what they do best and do more of it. However, there are some downsides of outsourced productions. The first downside of outsourced productions is the lack of control. Although firms can provide directions in regard to what the firms need to accomplish, firms give up some control when firms outsource. Since firms outsource their productions, it can be difficult to maintain the level of control that firms desire. The second downside of outsourced production is the communications issues. Lack of communications between outsourcing partners and hard to communicate due to language or time zones between outsourcing partners. Lastly is the problem with quality. It is often more difficult to control quality when a job is being done by outsourced partners. Sometimes the quality of a product is not what the firm expected.
Make and buy decision. Today I'm going to present about weight decision. So firstly, the introduction. Okay. Introduction. The make or buy decision is the act of making a strategic choice between producing an item internally or buying externally. Since make or buy analysis is conducted at the strategic and operational level, variables considered at the strategic level include analysis of the future as well as the current environment. Next, a make or buy decision is a decision made to either manufacture a product or service in-house or buy it from outside supplier based on cost-benefit analysis. So, under quantitative analysis, businesses consider all the costs associated with producing the product or service in-house, which are include the element of the make analysis, which are direct labor costs, incremental inventory carrying costs, incremental factory overhead costs, and costs stemming from quality and related problems. Next, since the decision becomes a little straightforward if the company does not have an idle capacity to produce a product or service, in that case, the management can attempt to hire an outside supplier considering that it is not of critical importance and the firm's intellectual property is not in danger. While if the management considering the company has the idle capacity and it is already incurring a large part of fixed expenses, it can choose to manufacture in the house if the marginal cost of manufacturing is less than what it will cost to buy from outside supplier, which are included consideration that favor making a part in-house, which are to have a better quality control, to keep design secrecy, are very required to protect proprietary technology in the firm, to manage the control of lead time, transportation, and warehousing costs, and to able to arrange cost consideration. Lastly, major factors considered while deciding to buy the good or service from outside supplier are including the supplier has no limited production facilities or insufficient capacity, the supplier has no lack of expertise in the field, indirect managerial control consideration, and procurement and inventory consideration. Thank you.
Next is buy decision. Previously, we have done explaining what is make or buy decision, and we also have done list the elements of make analysis. Now, look at the cost considerations for buy analysis. Buy costs related to purchasing the products from an outside source must include the price of good itself, any shipping or importing fees, and applicable sales tax charges. First, purchase price of the part. It is the total cost of item that you need to pay if you decide to buy. Second, transportation cost. It is included to make sure the item that you buy transported using suitable mode of transport from supplier to receiver. Third, receiving and inspection. It is the cost that consists of process inventory that comes in from product shipment. Fourth, incremental purchasing. Fifth, any follow-on costs related to quality or service like sales tax charge. This or that. So what kind of decision that good for a company? Make or buy? Look at the example 1. Assume company is deciding between manufacturing a part in-house that costs $26 per unit, including direct costs, fixed overheads, and variable overheads as given in the table below, with the direct cost is $15, fixed overhead $4, variable overhead $7 with the total $26. The same part is available in the market at $23 per unit, including the cost of buying, shipping, and warehousing as shown in the table below. The cost of part with $20, shipping and warehousing cost is $3, with the total cost $23. If surplus capacity available will remain idle if the component is bought, out-of-pocket expenses will be $23 per unit, $1 more than the variable and direct cost of making component which is $22. Hence, it is economical to make it. However, if the firm is utilizing or can utilize the capacity in making some other part which contributes to say $4 per unit in profits, the effective cost of buying the component will be $19. In that case, it would be economical to buy the component at $23 per unit from outside. Example number 2. Assume a supplier can purchase equipment for in-house use with $300,000 and produce the necessary parts for $20 each. Optionally, a supplier could manufacture and ship the part for $25 per unit. Without considering the cost of negotiating a contract with the supplier, the simple break-even point is as follows. $300,000 plus with $20 per quantity equals to $25, and $25 minus with $20 will get $5 per quantity. So the quantity that we could manufacture is 60,000. And lastly, the advantage of make or buy decisions. First, the finding helps choose the most efficient option to go about in-house production of outsourcing. Second, the decision helps in the strategic maneuver of the business. Third, the decision helps save the cost for many businesses. Fourth, the businesses benefit from the low cost of mistakes if they think strategically about this decision. And that's all from us. Thank you.